What's up with privacy? Cell phone providers do not have to hand over your GPS and location data unless they have a warrant. Hello, welcome to my channel Crypto Ramble. My name is Desiree, and this video is part of a series I'm doing on privacy as part of my work with Particl, a privacy-focused cryptocurrency project. The United States Supreme Court ruled that a warrant will be needed by law enforcement agencies in order to get location data from cell phones. This ruling was considered a landmark case because it was the first one done by the Supreme Court involving the use of cell phone data as used in trials as evidence. It referenced a case that involved robbery in 2011 in Detroit, Michigan in the USA, where law enforcement officials were able to gather data from over 4 months from the cell phone company of the accused, Timothy Carpenter. The previous case as a reference for this kind of law was by another court, a smaller court, not the Supreme Court, that ruled that cell phone data was not protected under the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment to the United States states that reasonable government searches and seizures have to be conducted only upon issuance of a warrant, judicially sanctioned by probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be. So they have to provide probable reason for them to be able to get access to your personal information. Again, as is so often the case, this ties into both privacy and censorship because this is a way of mass surveillance that can occur from governmental agencies, which can change the way that people discuss and debate within their society. This case was especially fought for by lawyers in the American Civil Liberties Union. And it is also important to note that major tech companies such as Apple and Facebook and Google are also in favor of government needing warrants in order to get access to individuals' personal data. Some people may find comfort in the fact that the Supreme Court is really in favor of privacy, and that's a very good thing, and it's supported by policymakers on both the left and the right in the United States. However, this only applies to the United States. Of course, there are other countries and nation states that also care about these things, but there are also countries and nation states that are corrupt and do not care about these things. Or even though they have certain laws written on the books, it does not mean that officials will always follow them due to their own personal bias or due to whatever reason they want to come up with. So I want to point out to you that we now have something called cryptocurrency, which allows us to not have to trust in other parties when we create the technologies that we use. I don't know how exactly this would apply to cell phone location data, but everything begins with an idea, and there are platforms out there such as Particl which allow people to come and build on something that is solely focused on privacy and already has an underlying framework to allow privacy-centered technologies to be built upon them. So we do not have to rely on our officials to keep their words. We can build technologies that don't require us to rely on officials to keep their words. So although this is a great win for privacy, and it is clear that many people or most people on the planet, including many government officials, want us to retain our rights to our personal data, we also have the power to create technologies that don't need us to have these court cases. And as our technologies become better and more expensive, so will the power and ability of certain agencies to get access to your personal data. It's just a reminder. Thank you for watching. As always, all opinions stated on here are my own, and do check out the project that I am talking about. And if you're not already involved in cryptocurrencies, get involved because it's a very interesting space. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. I'll talk to you soon.